Welcome to my Chanel Most Worth Coins, WC. Today videos is one you won't to miss. We're diving into the world of coins. So let's get it started. The 1983 British 20 pence coin, inscribed with Elizabeth de Greg for 1983 20 pence, holds a special place in British numismatic history. Introduced in 1982, the 20p coin was part of a larger plan to modernize the UK's decimal coinage system, which began in 1971. The need for a 20 pence denomination arose due to inflation and the resulting decrease in the purchasing power of smaller coins like the 5p and 10p. The 20p coin served to fill the gap between the 10p and 50p pieces. The abbreviation on the coin's obverse reads, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, translated from Latin as Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional titulature links modern British coinage with centuries-old monarchical and religious heritage, a feature seen on many Commonwealth coins. The obverse features the crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, which was used on UK coinage from 1968 to 1984. Her image is crowned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and the likeness is well known for its formal and elegant portrayal of the Queen in her early reign. The reverse of the 1983 20 pence coin features a distinctive and now iconic design by William Gardner, incorporating a Tudor rose, the traditional floral emblem of England, at the center, surrounded by the words 20 pence. The denomination is divided, with 20 above the rose and pence below. The year 1983 is located directly beneath the rose. This combination of floral symbolism and modern typography reflects a design philosophy aimed at bridging Britain's rich historical legacy with the modernity of the decimal era. This coin also marked a stylistic departure from older, more classically styled coins by adopting a more geometrically compact form. The 20 pence piece was Britain's first regular issue heptagonal coin having 7 curved sides, officially called an equilateral curve heptagon. This shape not only gave the coin a unique tactile feel, but also ensured it could roll smoothly in vending machines, an innovation in coin design that anticipated the coin's practical use in modern commerce. The 1983 issue is part of the second year of this denomination's production and was struck in cupro-nickel, a metal alloy consisting of 84% copper and 16% nickel. This composition gives the coin a silvery color, high resistance to wear, and durability in circulation. The coin weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of approximately 1.7 millimeters. It is milled, but unlike some other denominations, it does not have any edge lettering or decorative features. The coin was struck by the Royal Mint, the UK's official coin-producing authority, which has been minting British coinage for over 100 years. The mintage figure for the 1983 20 pence coin was significant, with over 74 million pieces struck for circulation. This means that the coin is not considered rare in everyday terms. However, high-grade, uncirculated, or proof examples can still attract interest from collectors. Although not particularly rare, the 1983 20 pence coin holds value for its early place in the denomination's history and is often included in complete date sets by British coin collectors. Its presence in Royal Mint proof sets or brilliant uncirculated sets from 1983 also adds to its collector interest. Importantly, this coin precedes the change in the Queen's portrait that occurred in 1985, when the effigy by Raphael Makhlouf replaced Arnold Machin's. This makes the 1983 coin part of the final years of the Machin portrait era, and hence of additional interest to those who collect portrait sets. Numismatists often value coins like this not just for monetary reasons, but also for the context they provide, a snapshot of a country's history, design evolution, political stability, and even its economic state during a specific period. For example, in the early 1980s, Britain was undergoing significant economic reforms under Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, which affected everything from industry to public services. The 20p coin, a product of such changing times, was emblematic of the move towards efficiency and modernization in public policy and economic behavior. Over the decades, the 20p coin has undergone several design changes, especially in the portrait of the monarch. In 2008, the reverse was also replaced by a new design from Matthew Dent, featuring a segment of the royal shield. However, the original 1983 design with the Tudor rose remains a favorite among traditionalists and vintage coin collectors. The heptagonal shape, a British innovation later imitated in other countries, stands as a testament to the UK's impact on modern coin design. In terms of value today, a circulated 1983 20p coin usually has minimal numismatic premium, often trading for face value or slightly more. However, uncirculated or proof examples, especially if certified by grading agencies like NGC or PCGS, can command higher prices, often ranging between $2 to $5 or more, depending on quality and demand. In summary, the 1983 Elizabeth II 20p coin represents a convergence of utility, tradition, and design innovation in British numismatics. With its Latin inscription echoing centuries of monarchy, its floral motif rooted in national symbolism, and its innovative geometric shape, the coin is much more than mere currency. It is a miniature artifact of British heritage. Whether nestled in a coin album, sold at a numismatic fair, or exchanged in a quiet market stall, the 1983 20p remains a small yet enduring part of the nation's story. For those who value coins not just for their economic worth, but for the rich, cultural, and historical narrative they embody, this particular piece is a rewarding addition to any collection. The 1993 British 20p coin, bearing the Elizabeth de Greg of the 1993 20p, is a piece of modern British coinage that encapsulates both the continuity of royal tradition and the practicality of late 20th century currency design. The inscription on the obverse, in Latin, is a shortened form of Elizabeth II de Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, which translates to Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This Latin legend reflects the enduring constitutional role of the monarch and emphasizes Queen Elizabeth II's dual position as both the sovereign of the United Kingdom and the titular head of the Church of England. By 1993, the 20p coin was well established in everyday use, having been first introduced in 1982 as a response to the need for a denomination between the 10p and 50p coins. Its continued issue in 1993 reaffirmed its importance in the decimal system that had replaced the centuries-old pounds, shillings, and pence format in 1971. The obverse of the 1993 20p coin features the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Raphael Maklouf, which had been introduced in 1985 and remained in use until 1997. This effigy shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a diamond-encrusted crown traditionally worn for the state opening of Parliament. The portrait is slightly idealized and formal, capturing the Queen with a sense of regal dignity and timelessness, and includes visible detailing of jewelry and facial features. Maklouf's initials, RDM, can be found at the base of the portrait. This design marked a subtle shift from the previous effigy by Arnold Machin, used until 1984, appearing more mature and stately while still adhering to the elegance traditionally expected on royal coinage. Around this portrait runs the aforementioned Latin legend, with the year 1993 placed clearly at the bottom, anchoring the coin in its specific place in British monetary history. On the reverse, the 1993 20p coin retained the original design introduced by William Gardner in 1982. A stylized Tudor rose, the traditional floral emblem of England, symbolizing unity and national heritage. The rose is centrally placed, bold yet graceful, and it is encircled by the inscription 20 pence, along with the date beneath it. The simplicity and symmetry of the reverse design are part of what has made this coin enduringly popular among collectors. The use of the Tudor rose also resonates deeply with British identity, echoing themes from the Tudor dynasty, 1485-1603, which brought a period of relative peace and national consolidation following the Wars of the Roses. The design reflects a period when British coins began embracing national symbols in a modern graphic style, as opposed to the more classical imagery used in earlier coinage. One of the most striking and innovative features of the 20p coin is its seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curved heptagon. Though it has 7 edges, the curve of each side is crafted so that the coin behaves like a round one in vending machines and coin slots, ensuring both distinctiveness by touch and technological compatibility. This shape, first used in the 50p coin in 1969, was a hallmark of British coinage innovation and continues to be a defining feature of the denomination. The 20p coin was the second heptagonal coin in UK history and is unique in combining this modern geometry with a small, compact size. The 1993 20-pence piece was minted in cupro nickel, composed of 84% copper and 16% nickel, giving it a silvery appearance and excellent resistance to corrosion and wear. It weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of approximately 1.7 millimeters. Like other British coins, its edge is plain, smooth, without milling or lettering. The 20p coin's practical size and weight made it a convenient piece in daily transactions and a natural fit for wallets, cash registers, and automated machines. In terms of mintage, the Royal Mint produced over 74 million 20-pence coins dated 1993, making it a fairly common coin in circulation. As a result, circulated examples are generally not rare and usually carry no significant premium above face value. However, collectors still seek out high-grade, uncirculated, or proof specimens, particularly those from annual coin sets, for the purposes of building complete date runs or portrait-type sets. Coins that remain in mint state condition, often denoted by grades such as BU, brilliant uncirculated, or MS65 and above by grading companies like NGC or PCGS, can command prices from $1 to $3, depending on market demand and condition. Royal Mint proof sets from 1993, which include this coin in pristine condition, also attract attention among collectors and numismatists seeking flawless examples. The economic context of Britain in 1993 also lends subtle historical significance to the coin. The country was in the process of recovering from a recession, and monetary policy under John Major's Conservative government focused on controlling inflation and maintaining fiscal stability. Coins like the 20 pence, circulating widely and fulfilling essential roles in everyday commerce, were part of a cash-based economy that was beginning to see early digital banking technologies, but still relied heavily on physical currency. Although the Bank of England issued banknotes in larger denominations, coins like the 20p represented the backbone of small-scale economic transactions, used daily in public transport, shops, vending machines, and cafes across the UK. From a cultural perspective, 1993 was also a period of transition for Britain. The country was witnessing early discussions around European integration, which would culminate in increased EU ties later in the decade. Meanwhile, the monarchy was facing scrutiny and evolving public perceptions following royal family controversies, including the separation of Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Despite these societal shifts, the coinage remained a constant, a daily reminder of tradition and continuity. The Queen's face on the 1993 20p served as both a literal and symbolic representation of national unity, stability, and historical heritage. Over time, changes would come to the 20p coin. In 2008, the Royal Mint introduced a redesign of the reverse, replacing the Tudor rose with a portion of the royal shield in a layout created by Matthew Dent. Nevertheless, the 1993 coin remains part of a 26-year run, 1982-2008, in which the original design held steady, making it one of the longest-standing reverse designs in British decimal coinage. Collectors often assemble full sets from these years as a way of capturing a chapter of British numismatic history that bridged the 20th and 21st centuries. In conclusion, the 1993 Elizabeth II 20-pence coin is a compact yet richly meaningful piece of modern British history. It combines royal tradition, national symbolism, artistic craftsmanship, and practical design in a way that exemplifies the best of 20th century British coinage. Its accessibility, durable build, and elegant appearance make it both a common sight in everyday life and a valued object in the world of collecting. For historians, economists, and numismatists alike, this small coin tells a big story, one of a nation's values, identity, and continuity, etched in metal and circulated by the millions